Bill Oliver is like a guardian for the integrity of beer. He's super serious about the quality of the process, the quality of the product. Years ago, he came up with this mantra that was only the best beers, and that carries on today here at the Wharf Rat, and now it's only the best beers for over 30 years.
The beginning of the Wharf Rat for all of us was, I was at work and I got a call from Bill, and he said the Wharf Rat, and this is in the 80s, was for sale. Now, I came down, we decided we could buy that, and one of the reasons we bought it was the cheapest bar in Fells Point. And we came in and we knew why it was the cheapest bar in Fells Point. It was awful. Bill had always wanted to brew beer, and he wanted a family business. He was tired of working for other people. So we bought this, and as Bill said, we didn't know anything. We knew nothing.
It's time for a second career. I felt like I sold as many hot dogs as I was going to. So it was time to start selling beer. So we decided to try and do an all draft bar and do really quality beers. Well, we couldn't find them. They just weren't available. We finally decided that if we were going to be able to get cask conditioned ales regularly, no one was doing it, and we couldn't get it from anyone, so we'd have to do it ourselves.
So we bought PJ Crickets so that we could brew Oliver's ale. And that was long. It sounds easy, but it wasn't easy. And I was thinking about the contributions that Bill has made to brewing. And I would say, you know, just like Davy Crockett, he cut a path.
We wanted to make sure that we were serving good quality beer all the time. We used the English malts we imported. We treated the water properly, and the ringwood yeast that we had allowed us to do open fermentation, which is critical to a good English beer.
It's worth it to taste the difference of the flavors when you serve them at 54 degrees and when they're just gently, naturally carbonated. We delight in our quality control, we call it, which is sampling the different beers either through the tasting committee or just of the day, making sure everything's good up to the highest quality that we can offer our customers.
Every couple months, Bill pulls together the tasting committee, and this is something he's very, very serious about. We do this just like the pros do it. And he'll spend hours putting together the list, 12 to 15 samples, researching the beers, figuring out the right order to taste them in. And then we'll all be meticulously looking down at our sheets, calculating our results. But every once in a while, you'll see a beer, one of the 15 beers, start to slide across the table out of the corner of your eye. And it's Bill quietly trying to sneak his extra taste of one of the beers in particular. And you know, at that point, you might as well just throw the sheets away, because that beer, if he's going for a second taste, make the cut, it's going to make the tabs.
And they say, I said to Bill, well, you've got to sell this, Bill. You just can't drink it all.
It's all about having fun. It's all about having fun. This is a second career for all of us, for my mom, for my dad, and for me. And so it should be fun.
We always felt that we were just a little family, having a little business in Fells Point. And Bill was always doing his best. He was always trying to improve. So this kind of says, hey, Bill, you weren't just a little business, you did have an influence on other people. And it's always nice to think that, to look back and say, well, maybe I did accomplish something in this industry to help others.
I wanted to be known as a guy you'd like to sit down and have a pint with and have, like our good friend Arthur used to say, have a good old natter. Well, obviously it's a real honor to be chosen, and I know the guys that do the choosing, and they're pretty special guys in the brewing industry in Baltimore. So to be chosen by those guys it's really special for me.